Cocofanto elefanto. Boneca Ambalabu. Strawberrelli flamingelli. Gangster Futera. Talpa di Ferro. Nubini Pizzanini. Cappuccino Assassino. Lucky block. 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 Lucky block.
Wait, what? If you're watching this video right now, this is officially your last warning because it is literally happening tonight, guys. 6 different planets are all lining up across the sky all at the same time, and everybody is going to be able to see it. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all visible in the sky right now on February the 28th. If you want to make sure that you do not miss this, you need to like this video. Look right before and after sunset to see them all, because some are low on the horizon. You can see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn with just your eyes. You don't even need a telescope. And the craziest part, if you have binoculars, you can see Uranus and Neptune too. Download an app to know where to look. The best part is it lasts for weeks, so even if it's cloudy tonight, you still have time. So, are you gonna watch the planets tonight? Let me know in comments. Wait, what? If you're watching this video right now, this is officially your last warning because it is literally happening tonight, guys. 6 different planets are all lining up across the sky all at the same time, and everybody is gonna be able to see it. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all visible in the sky right now on February the 28th. If you want to make sure that you do not miss this, you need to like this video. Look right before and after sunset to see them all, because some are low on the horizon. horizon. You can see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn with just your eyes. You don't even need a telescope. And the craziest part, if you have binoculars, you can see Uranus and Neptune too. Download an app to know where to look. The best part is it lasts for weeks, so even if it's cloudy tonight, you still have time. So, are you gonna watch the planets tonight? Let me know in comments. Wait, what? If you're watching this video right now, this is officially your last warning because it is literally happening tonight, guys. 6 different planets are all lining up across the sky all at the same time, and everybody is gonna be able to see it. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn,
February 28th, 2026, you might hear that 6 planets are aligning in the sky. Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. Sounds rare? Sounds dramatic? Let's talk reality. Yes, planetary alignment is real and
Do not sleep on February 28th. The solar system is lining up. It's called a planetary parade. 6 planets are crowding into the same tiny slice of the sky.
February 28th, 2026.
Do not sleep on February 28th. The solar system is
February 28th, 2026.
It's mid-January, and there are 6 planets in the night sky. You can spot 4 of these planets with your eyes. So here in the west, Venus up there, and just to the left of it is Saturn. Up and to the left, and boom, we have Jupiter. Then you go over to the east-northeast, Mars. All right, let's go to the telescope. Wow, that's Venus, the brightest of the bunch. Venus just hit dichotomy, which means it's like half illuminated. Let's zoom in, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. That's a better view of Venus. Here is Saturn, but it doesn't look like much right now, but let us zoom in. Hey, Saturn. There's Jupiter. All right, let's zoom in, dim it down, see if we see those striations. There they are. Mars is kind of looking like a Pepsi logo, as I call it. Tonight, it is at opposition, so for astrophotographers, tonight is a great night to capture some amazing images of Mars. But live view, just looking like a little blob. Wanted to share that with you guys. Let's see you soon. It's mid-January, and there are 6 planets in the night sky. You can spot 4 of these planets with your eyes. So here in the west, Venus up there, and just to the left of it is Saturn. Up and to the left, and boom, we have Jupiter. Then you go over to the east-northeast, Mars. A rare. It's mid-January. Venus, the brightest of the bunch. Venus just hit dichotomy, which means it's like half illuminated. Let's zoom in, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. That's a better view of Venus. Here is Saturn, but it doesn't look like much right now, but let us zoom in. Hey, Saturn. There's Jupiter. All right, let's zoom in. Damn it.
And sky gazers could get a rare treat tonight. 6 planets are lining up in the sky in what astronomers call a planetary parade. Now, NASA says Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter should be visible to the naked eye, while Uranus and Neptune will require binoculars or a telescope. The best views will be right after sunset or just before sunrise, with clear skies and away from city lights.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Welcome to the We On podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we uncover the February Planetary Parade, a rare sky event where several planets align and share a complete guide on how to watch it and what precautions to take. So when will this stunning sky show happen, and how can you catch the best view? A planetary alignment will delight people across the globe on February 28th. 6 planets, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Uranus, and Neptune, will come together in one line. You will be able to see at least 6 of them with the naked eye. Jupiter will be the brightest and is already shining in the night sky. Here is everything you need to know about the planetary parade of February. Planetary alignment is an occurrence where several planets become visible at the same time. They form something like a line, so you can spot all of them almost in the same region from your point of view. All the planets are part of the ecliptic, an imaginary line traced by the Sun. All the planets in the solar system are located in almost the same orbital plane since they were all born from one protoplanetary disk. This is why the planets appear in a line during planetary alignments. As mentioned above, 6 planets, barring Mars, will be part of this spectacle. Jupiter will be the brightest and easiest to locate. Locate the Orion constellation and look towards the south. Jupiter appears as a bright star between 2 dimmer stars, which are Castor and Pollux in Gemini. Uranus is also visible high in the sky. It is located under the Pleiades star cluster. It might not be visible to the naked eye, and you will require binoculars or a telescope to see Uranus. Finding the rest of the 4 planets will be a task, since they will be lower down in the west. If you can find a spot with a flat western horizon, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn will be visible without any aids. Let the sun set all together to try and find them to protect your eyes from the glare. They will be best seen from a place with least light pollution. Neptune will only be visible through telescopes or binoculars. It will be very low down in the sky, just like Mercury, Venus, and Saturn after sunset. For the same reason, you should not attempt to view these planets very soon. The planetary alignment will take place on February 28th. Although this would be the best day to see the planets, the visual will start appearing a few days earlier. Some of them have already been captured on cameras by astronomers across the globe. Thanks for tuning in to this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget. Stay tuned.
Happy Saturday, happy last day of February, and happy Parade of Planets Day. It is going to be a very, very fun night to go stargazing because something that is relatively rare is going to be occurring. It happens every couple of years. It's known as the Parade of Planets when either 5 or 6 planets are visible in the sky. Tonight, there will be 6 in an arc low on the western horizon. What I would suggest you do is to get someplace that you can actually see the western horizon because it's just gonna be above it. So if you're near tall buildings or trees, that's definitely gonna obscure your view. 30 to 60 minutes after sunset, again, go somewhere that you have a clear view of the western horizon. You'll be able to very clearly see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. The naked eye easily is going to see that, but maybe you have binoculars or you have a telescope, you'll actually be able to see Uranus and Neptune. Mercury is going to be the one lowest in the sky, then it will go Venus and it will continue climbing higher and higher up. So if you're looking for Uranus and Neptune, they'll be a little bit higher in the sky, but either way, it is going to be a really, really cool evening for stargazing. Fingers crossed it stays clear in the Bay Area enough for us to actually see this. But again, Those of you who aren't in the Bay Area, maybe you are looking at clear skies, please get out and enjoy this tonight. The next time it happens, I think, is going to be 2028.
Welcome back to Local 4 Live. I'm Nick Monticelli. We're going to start this half hour with a trip to outer space. We're about to see a parade of planets in the night sky. 6 planets will be aligning this weekend. And to really understand all of this, we're going to go to the expert, the scientist, because I am not in any way, shape, or form a scientist or have a degree even closely related to this.
Really? Well, let's make it known, though, that my expertise is like weather here on Earth and not necessarily outer space, but I dabble in it. I dabble in it from time to time. Wah, wah, wah. But we know a thing or two about this. We've talked about parades of planets before, and there are a lot of folks that get very interested in the night sky. And so as far as this planetary alignment, you're going to see, the parade of planets here, and what's going to happen is this is going to start this weekend where they become in view. And really the time frame is going to be about 30 minutes to about an hour after sunset. So some viewing tips for you is to look south, that Jupiter is going to be really bright and near the moon. And then you're wanting to look near the horizon for the rest of these planets. But it is worth noting that a telescope will be needed for Neptune and Uranus. So not all of this is going to be visible with the naked eye. But a couple things to take into account, and this is where it goes hand in hand with my expertise as far as weather here on Earth, is that we're going to have quite a bit of cloud cover come Saturday, especially Saturday evening as we have a chance for some snow. Then we're also pairing with it the illumination of the moon. And so you're going to be in that waxing gibbous moon phase, which means it's between quarter moon and full moon. And so it's going to have about 90% illumination. So just the brightness of the moon can kind of detour if you were to have a clear sky, seeing some of those planets, because essentially what planets look like at night are stars, at least with your naked eye. It looks like a bright star. So if you have something else illuminating the sky, that could make it a little more difficult. But I mean, we're in Michigan, and it's the time of year where we have that winter gray. And so we do have a good chance of seeing a lot of cloud cover. But you could probably see on the internet some of these great views that are like right below me from space, and you might be able to take some of that in on social media and online as well. But there's your planetary alignment as far as all the planets that will be parading in the night sky.
Very cool. And I'm assuming it's a good idea to go somewhere where there's less light pollution, right?
Right. So if we were to have clear skies, you would want to find a place, kind of like when we were taking in the northern lights. You want to go where there are areas of less light pollution. So sometimes like metro parks and things like that are great as long as you're able to go in after sunset and take in some of those, views of the night sky. I'm just not overly optimistic about how this is going to pan out with our sky conditions this weekend.
Okay. Well, thanks for that.
I just don't want you to be like, you know what, I'm going to make plans to go see this. And then like, Ashley, it was cloudy and snowy. And what were you talking about? Like, I'm just trying to be very honest. But, you might get a break or two in the clouds and then you get that little short window. But it's after sunset. About 30 minutes to an hour after sunset is that sweet spot to take that in.
So jump on a flight to Texas. That's what you're saying?
Sure.
It'll be warmer and maybe a clearer sky.
Just move there. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Thanks, Ash.
Rozsmakuj się w tak orzechowym, tak kremowym Lind Nuxor.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You're watching NBC5 Chicago, and there's a cosmic event that's getting a lot of attention this week.
That's right. So it's called the Parade of Planets. And this happens when several planets align in the sky. NBC5's Kevin Jeans is here to explain the science behind this and the best ways to watch.
You are Captain Planet.
Sounds crazy. I know, right? This is a huge deal. I mean, everybody has stopped what they're doing to look at this crazy alignment. Well, guess what? It's not really an alignment. It's maybe a parade of planets. I actually went to Adler Planetarium. We spoke with Michelle Nichols yesterday, and this is what she had to say about it.
There really isn't a scientific term for this. So planet parade is just one of those colloquial sort of terms. We wouldn't call it an alignment either, because that people think planets in a line, and they're not in a straight line. So they're arrayed around...
It's not actually in alignment. This is actually where the planets are right now in our solar system. So does it look like a straight line anywhere? On the horizon for us, it may appear like the planets are in a line, but it's just because these 6 planets, you have Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, they're all on this side of the sun. So from Earth, what we're seeing as we look in the western skies shortly after sunset, you're going to have these planets visible. 2 of them you need a telescope for. So the point about all this is you're seeing a lot of this hype on social media where this is going to be a crazy event. And really, one, it's not that rare, and they're not even in perfect alignment. So this is what it'll actually look like for us, looking into the western sky. Now, it peaks this Saturday, February 28th, but even over the next week, during the evening hours, this is what you're going to see. This is what the sky will actually look like this evening. So sun sets just after 5:30. Venus sets about 6:30. So around 6 p.m., Venus is the easiest to spot. It's the 3rd brightest object in the sky behind the sun and the moon. So that's easy to spot. Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, very faint, right next to Saturn. You need a telescope for that. Same with Uranus. As you look up into the sky over to the south, and then farther to the east, you can't miss Jupiter, especially this evening, because the moon is going to be just above that. So Venus and Jupiter are the easiest to spot. Cool to see some planets, but in the grand scheme of things, this happened as recently as last August, Alicia. So it's cool, but it's not a straight line of planets.
No.
So don't, there's a lot of hype on social media, but still cool to see.
Nubini Pizzanini. Treno Struzzo Turbo 3000. Cacasito Satalito. Cacasito Satalito. Cacasito Satalito. Tutini Shrimpini. Tutini Shrimpini. Los tralaleritos.